a tradition in European wheelchair rugby.
I broke my neck 10 years ago diving in the sea, and I found being disabled, it was very hard to keep fit. Somebody introduced me to the sport, started to get fit, started to knock people around a bit, and I really enjoyed the team side of it, a lot of team banter. Everybody enjoys it, and then I started to feel fit, feel strong, and I live a really good life through sport, and I've travelled the world. So.
And it's a team sport, it's a very interactive sport. I like that. I've done a little bit of track racing, which is an individual thing, and it's quite a lonely life being an individual sports person. I love the team aspect.
David Jones.
Drops down. Yeah. We all move this way, and then if they're going to come out, not through the middle, on the outside.
Wheelchair rugby is very similar to American football or to able-bodied rugby. There's a lot of contact. Like American football, you have your offense and your defense. A little bit of basketball because you've got to bounce the ball every 10 seconds. So it's a mixture of all sports, but it's the contact element that makes it rugby. Is that from the outset, there is a perception that it's quite rough. Most of the people that play it have suffered a spinal injury, and I know what it's like. And at first you think, whoa, I'm not going to play that sport. But once you actually get them in the chairs are set up in such a way that it gives the person a lot more freedom of movement. And they start to realise that they can do things that they can't do in their day chair.
Oh yeah! Pick back, pick back! Hold him high!
You know, some people have an image of, that male and females can't compete on the same level, and I think you can. I think, we have got a concession, but, I think we should be able to compete on a level playing field.
1, 2, 3! It's always been a unisex sport, but I think because of the image of rugby and the contact, lots of women maybe didn't think they would be able to play. Now the IPC has really brought to light that girls can play the sport, so we're starting to see a lot more women in the sport, which is great because with the classification system that we use, it's functional ability, so women can be just as able as men and vice versa.
The guys have been very accepting. I've always been accepted, which it's been good. So there's never that gender divide. I've always been accepted as a player. I've never been seen as you're a female player. So I've always seen myself as an equal.
The Bernd tournament is regarded as the biggest and the best European club tournament in the world. I think it may be the biggest tournament in the world for wheelchair rugby. So, I'm over here playing for a Belgian team. It's one of those, if your team isn't coming, then you try your hardest to get in with another team because it's a fantastic experience. One of the great things about this tournament is because when people play wheelchair rugby, they generally play it for a long time. And over the years, you really do develop some great friendships. On the court, you're bitter enemies, but off the court, everyone likes to, have a drink together, have some fun together. Everyone, you build some really good friends. It's a very close community. At the moment, they're trying the 7-point lineup. Normally it's 8 points because you have your classification system from 0.5 to 3.5. I think in some countries they feel that maybe there are too many higher point players, so too many able-bodied people, and the sport was invented for people with an upper limb disability, so they're just testing a 7-point lineup to see if it brings the game back to how it used to be when it was first invented.
Our experience over the last 15 years in wheelchair rugby has shown that the old point system used to be appropriate, but nowadays there are more players with a greater disability and lower points.
If you have a 7-point tournament, then you have to borrow players from different teams.
If they put it down to 7, it'll wreck the game. The game is fine now. We brought in a new rule with the shot clock, and that's what we needed to speed it up. And you know, that's how it stays now.
In the regional league, there should definitely be a 7-point system, and possibly at the next level as well. But at the very top, the 8-point system should remain. More and more of the better players are being integrated, and they take the place of the low pointers. And eventually, I'm a 0.5 myself, they get crowded out.
Ich bin ein 0,5er und die werden dann irgendwie hinausgedrängt.
Enjoy yourself, that's all it's about, is enjoying yourself. If you want to take it further and you train harder, you know, you'll probably get somewhere, but it's all about enjoying yourself. Get in the chair, throw a ball around, score some goals, knock each other about a bit. Anyone can play.